Questions like these: was it safe? How did you feel about the Lagos girlies? What were your bad? What were your good experiences? Y'all, we're gonna answer everything now and today. Like, the people I met, so creative. Many people very talented. The kids were so cute. The people in general were really nice.
The system and the network was so slow. It was taking forever to process. And a lot of times I would be timed out. Then when it would go through, hours later, my credit card company would hit me with a double charge.
A lot of hiking and outdoor activities. So a lot of people wouldn't believe you can have some place as beautiful as this here in Nigeria. But trust me on it. You got to come to Jos. You got to see some of the amazing landscapes like this.
Honestly, this is the worst airport experience of my life, and that's saying something. Like, I don't even have footage from the day. That's how overwhelming. I have to speak about it regardless, because this was just too bad. Like, after such a great trip, I enjoyed my time. Like, I was willing to never come back to Nigeria just because of this.
Questions like these: was it safe? How did you feel about the Lagos girlies? What were your bad? What were your good experiences? Y'all, we're gonna answer everything now and today. So make sure y'all watch to the end. All in all, I must say the Lagos people were so nice. Like, the people I met, so creative. Many people very talented. The kids were so cute. The people in general were really nice. First topic, Lagos girlies. All I can say is it was never that deep. It was never that deep, y'all. Of course, you cannot put 20 people in a pot and those are representing a whole city. But y'all, it was never that deep. We're not here to have a competition or something. Of course, I met cute girlies, especially randomly, or even being on the mainland. Especially on the mainland, no one owes you a hi or a whole conversation if they are not interested. I'm fully with that. But being nice is cute, y'all. Being nice is cute. Having a nice etiquette is a cute thing to have. Of course, I know, and this is also an experience in general, I'm a foreigner, so people will call you like Oyinbo, will like wave at you, will call you my color, this and that. People will delay you, people will trying to bribe you, trying to get like money out of you, which is a normal thing. I cannot really blame the people because we know that from other countries. I've been to Brazil, I've been to Morocco, my country. I cannot really blame the people, I really blame the system at this point. So it was just annoying when we were delayed most of the times. That was really annoying. Stay prepared to lose a lot of pounds. Y'all will lose a lot of pounds. I don't know if our digestive system is just very bad because we're eating fake food basically here in Europe, etc. But y'all, I had to run to the bathroom 20 times a day. 20 times. I lost pounds. I don't know how much. I didn't even want to weigh myself. I don't know, y'all. Be prepared for that. About safety, I must say I always, almost every time, had male company with me, which was my man who invited me to Lagos, actually. Or even, it didn't even matter if it was female or male company. Most of the time, we also didn't attract unnecessary attention to us. And we didn't do like crazy stuff like being on the road by ourselves at 4 a.m. in the morning. Every time we went out, we almost had a group of friends with us. So I must say, when it came to safe, felt pretty safe. So shout out to Nigeria. It was not creepy or weird at all, in my opinion, from my perspective and my experience. I hope y'all enjoyed my little Q&A, if we can call that a Q&A. If y'all have more questions, actually put them in the comments. I want to know and I can give you an answer in specific. So yeah, make sure y'all stay tuned because more things to come, and let me know what y'all want to know and what y'all think.
Now that my December has been officially dated and I'm back home, here are some things that I wish I'd known before I went to Nigeria. Now, I know y'all like to tussle, so let's be very clear. I watched dozens of Dirty December videos preparing. They were great with packing, but they weren't really great for the biggest obstacle that I faced while I was there, and it is money. Money as in paying for things. I was literally begging people to take my money. Paying for things was such a challenge. So this is why it was challenging for me. My parents, they just slacked on my citizenship. So I do not have Nigerian citizenship. Something that I did not see in a single Dirty December Nigeria travel video that I watched was how Nigerians tend to pay for things, which is mostly bank transfers. In theory, the account transfer process is actually really great, especially if your endeavor is to become a cash-free society. However, the network and the infrastructure and the systems are not exactly there yet. So what we were encountering, or what I was encountering, was a lot of, if they did take international cards, the system and the network was so slow. It was taking forever to process. And a lot of times I would be timed out. Then when it would go through, hours later, my credit card company would hit me with a double charge. So you're like, okay, Sasha, just pay for things in Naira. Well, because of the exchange rate, conversion rate, the Naira to the dollar is just obscene. So if you're trying to take out Naira, you're taking out a lot of Naira, and it's not good to have that much money, to be carrying that much physical money on your person. What is also frustrating is that when you go to certain ATMs, they cap how much Naira you can take out at 5,000 Naira. That's like $3.24 in USD. And if you do not have a bank account there, your cap is $5,000. So if I had a bank account there, I could have easily taken out upwards of, I think some banks are 50,000 Naira, some are 80,000 Naira, but it was 50,000 Naira. So I'm going from ATM to ATM to ATM trying to take out Naira. And eventually, what did my bank do? Hit me with the girl, is you cool? Is this you? There are so many times I'm calling my dad at like 3 a.m. in America because, there's a 6-hour time difference. It's 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. or, noon where I'm at, and I'm trying to pay for things. And I'm like, hey, daddy, can you, send the money to this place as the account transfer? So it's just something to be mindful of. Also, if you plan on using an international card, tell them at the front, because I was at this store. I was trying to get like all of these clothes. I had $400 or $500 worth of clothes in my hand. I get up to the register, completely spaced out that I needed to ask them if they take international card. I get to the register. I tell them I'm going to pay with an international card, and they say, we don't take it. So frustrating. So that's just something to be mindful of. If you are going to Nigeria, make sure you either A, have a bank account set up there, or B, prepared to be carrying around a lot of Naira on you to pay for things.
Honestly, this is the worst airport experience of my life, and that's saying something. Like, I don't even have footage from the day. That's how overwhelming. I have to speak about it regardless, because this was just too bad. Like, after such a great trip, I enjoyed my time. Like, I was willing to never come back to Nigeria just because of this. And what's upsetting is I had 50k to just hand out to work officials at the airport. Not for any reason, not for bribery, just to bless people. The way I kept every single cobble of that 50k, bro, people are crazy. But yeah, we got to the airport for 7:20. Our flight was at 11:30. You think that's enough time? It wasn't. We got there, they said you need to weigh each suitcase and make sure it's 23 kg or under. So some of us were 18, 19, and then some of us were 24.2, and there was one that was 28. We had to repack a bit. I don't really like that because it's embarrassing, but no problem. Let me just get home. We do that, and the woman is still stressing us out, telling us how we need to do this and that. Bro, like, she said we need to pay for it. I said, let's pay. She said, no, let's make this 32. I'm like, bro, I don't care how much it is, let's just pay. After we're done, she's like, okay, go queue up there. When you're done, come back to me. We go queue up. Another woman's like, no, you can't queue here. Go and buy the extra suitcase there, then come back. So we're like, are you sure? I was like, let me stay in the line while they go and buy. She said, no, all of you must leave. I'm like, but we're going to lose our place. She said, no, come back to me and I'll bring you exactly to where you were. She and another guy gave us assurances, We get back there. We're waiting now to go back to where we were. Bro, this woman started shouting, are they meant to do that? They can't join the queue. Bro, come and see the way they brought all the airport officials down to where we were. And they asked, who gave you the assurances? We pointed at the two people. The way they denied us, like, Peter, what? I could not believe my eyes. Anyway, that took 2 hours of our time. We get to security. The line is stupidly long. There were literally 2 lines to check your passport, security, and then passport checks again. I'm convinced Nigerians have a power king. It got to a point where this guy had to come and say, anyone flying with BA, please, we need to go now. The gate is closing. Bro, I'd been there for 4 hours. How was I going to miss my flight? Bro, so all the BA people get moved to fast track, right? This is the 3rd time we're checking our passports now. And the guy pulls us out of the line. He's like, he wants to do some further checks. Does that make any sense? Once that was done, we had to join the back of the line again. And then the security guy was like, no, he doesn't want to create 2 lines. That the BA people should wait. I'm like, bro, our gate is closed. What is going on? Imagine now, at the gate, they have this randomizer thing where if you click it and it clicks no, you have to get all your bags searched. How else can they waste your time, bruv? How else? Imagine during the search, these guys saw money in my bag and they had the nerve to say, bless us now. After the experience I just had, bruv, the way I zipped up my bag and walked off. Nigerian man, sort it out, because that was ridiculous. Like, it's such an amazing country when things go right. But when it goes wrong, it's just so bad.
Since moving here, the most commonly asked question is like, why Nigeria? Why Africa? And you gotta think about it this way. I am an African-American teacher from America. I've taught for 10 years, and after 10 years, I decided that I needed to see more. I wanted to teach elsewhere. Do you really think that the first place that I would go would be like Guatemala, Europe? You're right, I should have went to Switzerland. Actually, I should have went to Antarctica first. Wait, no, I should have taught in Paris. Why wouldn't I teach in Africa? Make it make sense, y'all. So when people ask me why Africa, why Nigeria, why Africa, why Nigeria, I ask them why not? Why not? Where else would you rather me go? If not Africa. I'll wait. Bali.
Can you believe we are here in Nigeria looking at this amazing view right behind me? So I'm here in Jos in Plateau State, and something really unique about this area in Nigeria, it's a high plateau. So you get really high elevation, cold nights, beautiful days, but you have these just amazing views down into the valley below. It is really incredible. I have had such a wonderful time coming to Plateau State. It's a place that really gets maligned in the media as being unsafe or dangerous. And as I've been around, everyone's living normal lives. People are having a wonderful time here. The people here in Plateau are so kind, so welcoming. So I'd really encourage you to come out and visit this state, not only for the incredible people, but for the amazing nature and landscape. So just behind me, I mean, I don't know if that sells you enough on this place, but there are so many other places to visit, a lot of hiking and outdoor activities. Because it doesn't get so hot during the day, it's like the perfect place to go hiking in Nigeria. So a lot of people wouldn't believe you can have some place as beautiful as this here in Nigeria, but trust me on it. You got to come to Jos. You got to see some of the amazing landscapes like this.
Let's find out if I can travel to Nigeria with an expired passport. I couldn't check in online because my passport is expired, so I came to the line to join in. The lady is now punching in the details and she's asking me if I have another passport. And I'm like, yeah, I have my British passport. So the consensus is you can only travel to Nigeria with an expired Nigerian passport if you have another valid passport to take with you. So because of that reason, I got my ticket. So that's my British passport in a cover and my Nigerian passport, and I got a ticket to get on the plane. I get on the plane now and I'm like, okay, first part is done, but in Nigeria, what are they going to say? So I'm waiting for the plane, and the journey with KLM was very nice, smooth. I now land in Nigeria, and this is the moment of truth. Wish me luck.
Thank you. So, as you can see, I did not get sent back. I am here in my hotel room because I did go through, and it was fine having an expired passport. The person at the counter is just going to ask you a few questions and check if you're in the process of applying for a new passport or not.
Trip to Bonny Island, Nigeria.
Bonny Jetty.
Bonny Jetty is located in Port Harcourt. Boat to Bonny.
It takes 1 hour by boat ride to get to the island.
Most of Nigerian wealth comes from this island because of largest liquefied natural gas.
And LNG. Bonny Island. Bonny Island is the richest island in Nigeria. Finama Nature Park. There are activities and games in Finama Park.
An art shop.
I had a lots of fun.